On the bench today is a Fender Player II Jazzmaster guitar. Offsets are my second favorite type of guitar, with Telecasters being a strong first. I really didn't realize this until recently when I started looking at my guitar collection. It used to be pretty much a good portion of the collection was Telecasters. It's changed a lot over the last year or so. I guess I've been on an offset guitar purchasing spree. It really makes sense though. I think that they're somewhat similar to Telecasters in the way that I feel most comfortable with two pickup guitars, but I also really love the ergonomics of the offset body. I have a Stratocaster, Telecaster, Jaguar, and a Mustang, all from the Fender Player II series. I originally purchased them to be used on the Guitar Collector Guide channels. I really like the Player II necks and the overall guitars in the Player II line. As a result, I've hung on to them in my collection and not turned them like I normally would on guitars that I might be using on the channel. I decided to pick up one of the Jazzmaster Player IIs to complete out the little sub-collection that I've inadvertently developed. Here's some of the specifications on the Player II Jazzmaster. The guitar is made in Ensenada, Mexico. It has a maple C-shaped neck with a 9.5-inch radius. This guitar has a rosewood fretboard. A lot of the guitars offered in the Player II series have maple fretboards, but they all have rolled edges. This guitar has 22 medium jumbo frets. The guitar comes with the Fender Classic Gear tuning machines. The back of the neck has a satin and very comfortable to play finish. The body is made of alder and has a gloss finish. The guitar comes in aquatone blue, three-tone sunburst, black, coral red, birch green, and I'm really liking the birch green color in this line and have a Telecaster and now this Jazzmaster in this color. Both of the pickups are Fender Player Series Alnico 5 single coil Jazzmaster pickups. The controls are comprised of a master volume, master tone, and a three-way pickup selector switch. The bridge is a Jazzmaster bridge with Mustang saddles. The tremolo is the Fender vintage style floating tremolo tailpiece. New, the guitar goes for $829, and used, the guitar goes for $469 to $692. I have never seen one used for less than $600. Unless the guitar was amazingly damaged, somebody got a really good deal buying one of these guitars for only $469. Fender took a page from Sire's playbook and decided to produce a guitar where Fender paid a lot of attention to the neck. It has paid off for the most part. Although my experience with the Player II necks has been stellar, I've also read periodic comments from viewers that have reported problems with things like fret sprout. My experience is that I've found the necks to be some of the best name brand but still affordable necks to purchase for builds. Stratosphere regularly sells them on their eBay store for less than $300. This is really unheard of for a Fender name brand neck with a rosewood fretboard. Here's some of the things that I like about the neck. As I said before, it has a great feeling fretboard, comfortable to play due to the C-shaped 9.5-inch radius, and that satin finish on the back of the neck is great. The rolled edges are something that you see after many years of playing or on a higher end custom shop guitar. The feel and tone of rosewood. Having rosewood as a fretboard option to me is just incredible. No fret, rough edges, or rocking were found on this guitar. The problems that I have experienced with the neck on Player II guitars twice has been with the tuners. What's really odd is I've been buying these same exact tuners since they were first released and have been incorporating them into my builds for quite a few guitars. I never had any quality issues ever prior to now. On two of my Player II guitars, I've had two tuners freeze up and stop working. In each case, I reached out to Fender and was able to get replacements sent to me. On a funny note, getting Fender to provide you warranty parts requires you to send them the serial number of the guitar, a copy of your receipt, a description of the problem, and a short video showing the faulty part in action, basically not working. I was mentally adding up my time and the customer support person that was helping me and decided that this single tuner on this guitar was, as a result, one of the most expensive tuners I've ever had due to the amount of time that's been invested. One proud statement though is I can actually say that I have produced a video short for Fender. I'm updating my resume. This is the lightest Fender or Squier Jazzmaster that I own. The guitar weighs 7 pounds and 12 ounces or 3.525 kilos. The The overall fit and finish on the Player II guitars in general, including this guitar, has been on par for the most part with American-made Fenders, except for 2 quality control issues I found on this guitar. The guitar has excellent electronics and pickups. I found quality components with full-size CTS pots, Switchcraft 3-way toggle, and an output jack. These are the same components I use when building my own wiring harnesses. The workmanship on the wiring harness is well done, and I found no cold solders or loose solder joints. I love the tones that come out of the pickups. They're very warm. My Player II Jaguar is one of my best sounding Jaguars that I've ever owned. The neck pickup on this guitar is exceptionally warm, and when the guitar is played in either the neck position or both pickups, the guitar has great tone with lows all the way to defined highs. The bridge pickup has bite and is a great addition. I think for stock pickups in a Jazzmaster guitar, this is probably one of the best sets of pickups I've gotten from the factory. Measuring the guitar's pickup impedance, the bridge pickup measures 7.84 k ohms, the 2 pickups together measure 3.61 k ohms, and the neck pickup by itself measures 6.58 k ohms. Guitar cons. The fretboard was very dry. I had to treat the fretboard with oil and Monte's Espresso. The B-string tuner was frozen. I ended up having to work with Fender to get me a replacement part, as I described in Humor before. The top horn guitar strap peg screw spun in the hole. The guitar strap peg on the top horn was loose, and the screw could not catch, and as a result it just spun. I ended up taking a small piece of wood and jamming a cutoff piece into the hole. Then the threads gripped the sides of the hole securely. Here's one I totally think that is straightforward. No gig bag. At this price point, this is unacceptable when compared to competitor guitars with similar features and quality. Seriously, the PRS SE CE24 standard satin for $499 comes with one of the nicest gig bags, and in my opinion, they've really set the bar for expectations. Quality control needs to be better. I've had 3 made in Mexico new Fenders of late that have had minor quality issues. Conclusion. The Fender Player II series of guitars are designed to be working musician guitars at a reasonable price. I think that they live up to that. They are the equivalent in quality of what I would expect for an American Performer series guitar easily. If I handed you a Player II and an American Performer guitar and did not let you look at the back of the headstock, you'd be hard-pressed telling the difference. Even if you open the electronics cavities for inspection, it wouldn't reveal which was which. If you want a great-looking, great-playing guitar with some nice high-end features and the Fender logo on the headstock, then this is a good way of getting that guitar. Are there less expensive guitars that are made as well, if not better, and possibly have more features? Yeah, I have found them. Yamaha, Sire, etc. I think it's all about the mystique of having that Fender name on the headstock. In the end of the day, you're paying for mojo, and the Player II series does deliver on that.